Hey guys, it's me, Bren, and I'm out in one of my gardens today to answer a question that someone submitted. Did you hear that? Thunder in the background. Yay, we got rain coming, yay. So I just want to highlight today the fence that we put in. Me and my husband put this in, I think it was 2015. And it's a place where I grow my cut flowers. Fences are awesome in gardens because it really does add some really cool interests, and it also provides a nice structure for certain plants to be protected and even actually climb on it. But I like this fence mostly because it kept critters out of my garden, big critters like deer and dogs and things like that used to get in there and step on my vines. And I also want to show you a couple more tricks to help keep critters like deer and birds. Hear all the birds? I've not had one bird, to my knowledge, get into my raspberries, which are right there. And I was able to actually plant sunflower seeds without them getting eaten this year. And I'm going to share with you in this video how I did that. Let's take a look. All right, so right over here, and you can hear it clicking, a little bit of wind. And I'll tell you right now, I got some weeding to do, obviously, but birds and other little critters do not like other critters or unidentified movement in gardens. And so I'll tell you what, this worked wonderful. All I did was take a stick or an old, I don't even know what I used to use this for. It was an old piece of wood, and I basically tied some twine. I didn't make it super permanent because as the flowers grow, I'm actually able to make this a little higher. If you keep the string loose, you can actually move it as the plant grows, keeping the birds out of like the sunflower heads and things like that. So this is working really great. I just took a old pie tin I had saved and punched a hole in the middle and put some garden twine through it. And you can use this year after year, and I swear by it, it works. Another cool thing that I did this year is I've been backing up a lot of my discs, a lot of my images online or from online and photos I've taken over the years. So I had a batch that kept failing on me, as you can tell. So what I did here is I basically took the CD and tied it to the twine, and I have been able to keep the birds from eating my raspberries. I've had tons of raspberries this year. It's been wonderful. And so that's very useful. But I will note, it does not keep the Japanese beetle has been back. And they basically just eat the leaves of this raspberry variety. So win some, lose some. Another thing that has helped, and I also put them in my peach trees over there too. I just took a old CD and tied twine around it. And it's working really, really well. Another tin. Boy, I need to weed really bad. I'm waiting for that rain. It's too hot. But here's another one here that reflects in the birds. Little birds, stay away. However, I will note I've been having fun taking some photos of a hawk or falcon family that's living in my oak tree right here, which has been nice too, because that's kept the birds out of the garden, or at least they have a short visit, if you know what I mean. Another thing you can do is grow different vegetables and fruits close to where you hang out, and that helps keep the critters away from them because you're up there and they don't usually like to hang out with you up on the deck. This is a meat container I put together with a gherkin or a sour. It's like a little cucumber. And at the bottom I have planted strawberries, which are just starting to come on later in the season here, but that's a cool trick. And this one actually has little handles too, so I could actually move it around. There it is.
kind of cool.
Another thing I like to do is I have a few of my strawberry and blueberries and different fruits that I like that I plant in containers so I can move them around. This was a delicious blueberry. In fact, I still have a couple little blueberries on here I can pick. But if you plant them in a high traffic area where birds don't necessarily come up to, and definitely there's no deers up here, that's a good way to protect your fruit. And in containers, it's also a great way to control the soil, because things like blueberries like certain soils. This is a fun little space right here. I actually have some, those are raspberries and these are blueberries. There's actually 3 little containers in there. I've been, they're kind of hidden and protected by these little baby pine trees or evergreens that I grow here in my garden. I kind of baby them up here until they get big enough to put out into the garden where they have a better chance surviving the deer, the conifers do. So right now they're actually protecting these yummy berries I have growing here from the birds getting at them. Just kind of protects them a bit, and there's no deer up here. They kind of stay out of this area. And of course, another great way to protect your fruit trees and other strawberries and raspberries and little container things that you can grow, including flowers, is of course in a greenhouse or a dome. And you guys know I am a big dome grower and I love it. I actually have figs in there, and oh, there goes, did you see that? Ah, I think I missed it. That was cool. It was a blue heron. There's a storm coming, or I'd go back to the dome and show you, but you can check out my other videos to see the fig trees and different citrus. And I even had some amazing blackberries in there that were ripe early. They were like April, I think. We were enjoying those. Those were super yummy, and those are all in my dome greenhouse. So I hope this gives you some ideas of ways that you can grow different fruits and protect them from critters like birds and deers and rabbits, all that. Definitely consider growing different varieties that are available on the market today. There's some great varieties that you can grow in containers, which is really nice, as I highlighted in this video. I'm gonna go take cover from that storm that's coming. I hope you will check out my website, where you will find more creative living and growing ideas at brenhaas.com. Hope to see you there. Looks like I've got some lunch.